delighted and I feel very honored to be present here today to honor Mr. Okutubo and give recognition to his efforts, especially in bringing together our communities, particularly the Nigerian and the African communities together in the UK. It's a very difficult business that he's into because we are in similar business. For him to have sustained the Trumpet newspaper for this long is something that we should applaud him for.
What I do is that I make gift items out of regular balloons. So what you see right behind you at the back, they're made out of balloons and they're for corporate events, for gifts. I also have a service whereby I teach. So I teach young people, I teach adults how to decorate cakes, balloon display, anything to do with craft. That's what I do.
Why are you here this evening? Why did you think it would be a good thing to showcase at the GAB Award?
Well, one of the reasons is that I'm an African and I feel that it's a real opportunity to show what Africans can do, especially around the creative element of things, and to meet with people who have like-minded passion, and just to be around people who want to have fun and be part of the awards.
I'm a creche manager. I run mobile creche, and my husband is a photographer. Basically, what I do is I look after children while the parents are doing their events. It could be parties, seminars, or trainings. So as long as there is a little space for me and my staff to set up the creche, we look after the children while the parents are doing their stuff.
Tell us about the photography business. What is it called?
It's TB40s. What it does is it covers events, parties, and seminars as well. So, and these are the sample of his work that he has done.
You've been long-running mates for a while. Tell us, how has the GAB Awards developed over the years?
GAB Award, continues, to inspire and continues to improve year by year. It has inspired people like myself and so many others. Of course, I'm marking my own 10th year anniversary last night. We mustn't forget that GAB Award is 15, so it's older than us, and then it's keep on improving every year. And what is important about GAB Award, because I was also a winner last year as well of GAB Award, and what's so important about GAB Award is the fact that it's so unique on its own, because it targets peoples of African origin. Of course, not just people of African origin. People have something to give. It could be outside Africa itself, but at the same time, they have affinity with the continent and with the community, and that's very important.
Swiftly to the awards. Our first awardee tonight in the business category. Can I ask us all to please put our hands together for the recipient of the business award tonight, Mr. Atul Bakhtar. Can we please put our hands together for Mr. Atul Bakhtar?
I'm going crazy.
We have the honor and privilege to call the winner for the leadership category, Mrs. Florence Moduni Chaurora.
Please continue to clap as she comes. She's a worthy recipient. Can I ask us all to please put our hands together for Mr. Enos Bukuku, the winner of the Legal Services Department. Can we continue to clap? Thank you.
The next recipient is for the category of community development. Shall we please put our hands together for no other person than Councillor Patricia Ikeji.
love the dance.
Show them.
When you see a woman with a bishop, you gonna know. Are you ready now? Let me go, show them. Show them. Mr. Flavor Party.
Whoa. The next award is for the category of community. Shall we please put our hands together for no other person than Councillor Kate Anole.
My friend, time now.
Can we continue to clap as Councillor Kate comes up, please? Thank you. This gentleman is a leading international inspirational speaker and corporate trainer. Can we please put our hands together for a distinguished gentleman, Mr. Charles Kieran. Recipient within the Future Gem category, Tara Adiego is well on her path to realizing her ambition of being a partner at a mid-sized city law firm.
The GAB Awards is unarguably referred to as the prestigious gathering of Africa's best awards. And so what started as a very little seed in 1999 continues to grow into a giant and prestigious institution. The GAB Awards are highly coveted, highly cherished, and highly prestigious. But what we want to say is that we will continue to strive to raise the bar in rewarding excellence within our community. It is extremely important, many times when we gather here, that we remind ourselves of the whole essence of the gathering of Africa's best. At the time the Trumpet newspaper itself started in 1995, we noticed that there was a lot of negative publicity about Africans and who we truly are. But we felt that as Africans, we needed to tell our own story. There needed to be an alternative news medium. We needed to highlight the very positives that were happening within the community. Hence the birth of the Trumpet newspaper to tell our own story. The GAB Awards is an extension of the ideals and the objectives of the Trumpet newspaper, in the sense that the Trumpet newspaper, while it tells a story of excellence within the community, the GAB Awards rewards excellence within the community. Africa is no doubt a gem continent in the eyes of the world today. In the diaspora, and as you have seen here this evening, there are countless heartwarming success stories of Africans and friends of Africa making a mark in various fields of human endeavor. In all of this, it is clear that Africa needs to be celebrated. Africans need to be celebrated. The friends of Africa who are contributing to the positive image of Africa and Africans need to be celebrated. Every African and friend of Africa must showcase the very best that Africa has to offer. In the midst of the negative stereotypes about Africa, you will no doubt agree with me that the ideals of the GAB Awards, which is to promote the positiveness of Africa, continues to be relevant and should be placed high on the agenda. as we celebrate Africa, Africans, and another edition of the Gathering of Africa's Best Awards. I would like to remind many of our GAB award recipients that it is not about just picking up your award. It is also about continuing to portray the positiveness of the community. We also request of you that you do the best you can to continue to promote the GAB Awards. And that's why we are looking into the possibility of setting up a GAB alumni, where from time to time we can all come to, past GAB Award recipients can come together and see how we can tell the story of Africa better and continue to reflect the positiveness of the community.
God be the glory for the great things He has done for us another year. For the past 15 years, God has been there for us and He has never let us down. Every year is always a new one, a new thing. And to everybody that has the opportunity to be here today, we say a big thank you. And we'll be looking forward to seeing you next year, God's willing. Thank you and good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.